I'll tell you a story um, that I'll use for this. I like to say stories for teaching. When I was on Immortals, one of the best advices one of my coaches told me, which always sounds funny when I say it out loud, but it's true, is he told me he watched me play and I was playing bad a couple of days of scrims, and he told me, Chad, I think I found out your problem. And I was like, what? He's like, I think you need to think like a solo player. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you need to think like a solo player. I'm like, what do you mean I need to think like a solo player? He's like, because every time I go into a fight, I'm thinking of like 20 different things that don't actually matter. I'm like, okay, I want to go for this gank, and I want to save my W for his flash. And then if he doesn't flash, I'll just start with E, and then I'll W. And then also Diana's here, so I'll play the gank from bot side instead of top side. Like I'm thinking like 20 different fucking things. Uh, and in reality, it's bro, the guy's 1 HP, just walk up and auto him, you know? And I'm thinking of so much shit that doesn't even matter, or it's not nearly as important as just low HP guy, hit the low HP guy. Full HP guy, don't hit him. You're low, flash away. If you're not low, don't flash away, right? Like the thing, like think about a solo player doesn't think of all these 20 different angles. They just see low HP guy, I kill. Not low HP guy, I don't kill. That's it, right? In this case, everything you said, all I see is low HP top lane fighting, okay, I path towards low HP top lane fighting. Not the fucking wave where Diana is. What is his cooldowns? But not cooldowns he has. This is all like it's not irrelevant, but you're really overcomplicating it. It should be really simple. I'm finishing my blue. When I finish my blue, what direction am I walking? Left direction or right direction? Okay, who's
Yeah. So
fighting?
so
Left
my
or right?
situation
Left is
is,
fighting. I'm going left. That's it. That's it. That's after that's
yeah,
done.
but like, all right, even if I'm using that, like I can still kill him and I can still show up, but I can do both the camps because he's not gonna leave lane. Is my logic.
But okay, so I understand. And I'll use this argument. I've seen you say in this session in the past, "Oh, I won't do this because I don't trust my teammate." So a lot of times, like you won't do something because you already have a premonition of what your teammate can or can't do, right? Which shows that you think at this level of gameplay, your teammates and enemies are bad, so they're unpredictable. Like you think that I don't want to go for this top fight or this scrub fight or whatever, because I don't trust my Shen told me, or I don't want to do this because I don't think that he'll do this. Sure, but then if we don't trust our teammates to do the correct play, then why are you trusting the enemy to do the correct play as well? Because technically, you saying, okay, he's not going to base because no matter what, he has to get the wave in, blah, blah, blah. That's under the guidelines that the enemy top laner is always going to do the correct
Oh,
play, always going to play perfectly,
no,
right?
no. So there's a habit here that they're not aware of wave states and back timers. So like in general, they just don't back when they should. So he's gonna push. Like
Um,
that's like, okay, listen, it's
mm,
not that I expect him to do the right thing.
uh-huh.
I know that at this level we all overstay on the map way too much, and so like it's just like I expect that he's gonna try to greed for this, so I
Okay.
have time to do both the camps and kill him.
Maybe again, I think it's just it's a toss up to if he does that, because in my head there's an if, like yes, if he stays, if he pushes, and right now it's not if they're fighting. It's no, it's happening. They are fighting. You know, if you're
Yeah,
playing,
but like, is
if
this
you're
still
playing,
gonna be that way when I get there?
if you're playing, and that's why I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's different if I was telling you to like skip the camp and run there. That would be like a different argument because that's me saying that it's guaranteed that he's still going to be there and it's a guaranteed kill. That's a different story. I'm not saying skip the camp. I'm saying just after this camp, just walk left, right? If you're
Oh,
pl-
okay. You're
if
not
you're
saying go there right now.
no, I said just instead of walking right. I never said this. I
Okay,
never
I
once
thought
said
you
get
were
off the
saying go
camp.
there.
No, no, I'm saying just if you're gonna kill the camp, you should be pathing towards top lane, meaning after you kill it, you're kiting it towards top lane. But here, you're kiting the camp towards the right. You're kiting it towards mid, right? Um, it should be you kill blue here, right? And then you immediately are sprinting top. And as you're walking there, if he dies or stops pushing, then you'll go back to crab. And if he keeps fighting or keeps pushing, then you'll keep going top, right? But it's the fact that you finish your blue off here when you should be finishing your blue off here. And this is a big difference, right? Because if you look where he is, he's already so pushed up that I think if you're here right now, you could just you'll get there in time, you know. And you might, but now we were right side. Now we're hitting crab, and again, I think you'd be here right now. And I can't, I don't know what's happening or how low volley is, but depending on HP and if he decides to click backwards, you'll just kill him, right? And it's not like a crab is not like a raptors or a krug. So other camps or blue buff, all 6 of your camps, the faster you kill it, the better, because the faster you kill it, the faster it respawns. Crab doesn't exist. Killing crab right now or killing crab in 20 seconds, there's no difference. It's not going to respawn faster because you killed it, right? So there's no plus minus. There's no pro. Just pros and cons. There's no pro to killing it faster, right? You're level 4. You have your double buffs. The only thing that happens by killing it is by then maybe the volley bear would live, or by then Shen will die, or blah 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 blah. You know. So that's why I always want you to kite this camp towards the right. I don't. If you're playing a different champion like Jarvan or Lee Sin, not a full clear, I would say skip the blue and go. But because you're playing Graves, you should finish the camp because Graves is a full clear, and I really want you to be cycling your camps. So if you're playing a more aggressive jungler, again like Nilly, Lee Sin, Elise, Pantheon, some shit like this, I would say skip. As Graves, yeah, never skip. Because it's only skip if it's guaranteed. In this case, it's not guaranteed because what if you show up and he leaves, right? But I think it's a just walk left instead of right. And I think if you were doing that, I think you'd be able to kill the volley and then do crab. Because this guy ends up not dying, right? Because he's not that pushed up. And also, it's the top laners, melee champs plus D shield champs have crazy health regen. Look at his HP now. And then if we look at his HP, what was it? Uh, yeah, I think he only looked once, so I have to do this exact frame. Here, he went from 2 bars to 4 bars, so he's double his HP, you know. And obviously, when you went for this gank, he ended up living. You only took out 2 bars, so if he was at the lower HP, you would have killed him. So I genuinely think if you just skip crab and you cut it left, this guy you do this exact same gank. He'd be the exact same position. You'd be at the exact same position, but instead of him being this HP, he would have been this HP, and then he would die. Make sense? This could also be like looking at the map more because maybe like it's also, yeah, I think before you start this crab, you should look top and be like, okay, are they fucking actively fighting? Maybe I should skip crab, or they're not. But you don't look top once here. You don't look at his HP. You don't obviously don't look at their cooldowns. So there's nothing to really look at our screen here. You could just while you're walking to crab, waiting 3 seconds for it to spawn. This is our time to F key or pen your camera or click on the minimap, whatever way you prefer to look at the map. But we should at least once look at this top lane state before starting crab. Agreed?
Sure.
Okay. Then we base, we open to our Krugs, everything's normal. We see bots fighting, everything's chill. We just full clear up normal. I have a great moment. Let me watch this one more time, actually. I swear I had a memory if you missed good or not. Actually, I'll just watch this camp normally. Because even when you have Dirk, that doesn't mean we go back to being lazy. We still want to make sure all our autos are on each camp. First clear, second clear, there's no difference. Clear speed always matters. Need last seconds to keep grid, perfect. Auto the middle one, walk into them, now auto the big one. Messed up a little bit, it's fine, just one auto. Start walking towards the wolves. Keep our grit. Okay. Top dies. Take top wave into base. Went to bot side. Check dragon, we see he just started it. I like this decision. Instead of flipping the dragon and fighting it, you decided to gank bot because you saw they were pushed, and you ended up killing Ashe and getting her flash. I like this a lot. I had no complaints, but we can still watch it to see if we can play it better. Yeah, I had no complaints. So I'll watch one more time. I think I wouldn't eat like this though. What I would do is I think the way playing it ends up being fine. Obviously, he died anyways. I think if we're talking about like the perfect way to play it, instead of clicking here, you'd be clicking to where he's gonna go because obviously he's gonna run towards tower. So you'd be clicking to where he's walking to, not to where he is. A, so you'd be walking here, and then B, I would probably start once you're like here and he is here, then I would just keep walking, and then I think once you get to like this point, you just start off either by Wing him. Then then he's gonna flash away because he can't see anything, so he's just gonna assume you're queuing, and then you're just gonna be on top of him, and then you just auto attack in his face. I think you like this. It's a bit preemptive, but it ends up being completely fine. But I think the most important takeaway is anytime you're ganking, always walk to where they're going to, not to where they are. That's like the most important thing. That's replicable in future games. But I like this gank a lot. Don't flip a dragon fight. Just get a guaranteed kill and a guaranteed flash. And now we just go back to our full clear. I think here I would go Krugs red instead of red Krugs. The cycle doesn't matter as much at the point. You want to do speed is what matters, and it's more efficient to just do a straight line compared to doing a V shape, walking back and forth. It's just extra movement, right? The only reason why you do Krugs to red is so you're on Krugs the second they spawn slightly faster. But I think with this game, when you see that your top camps are spawning and grubs are spawning, and obviously you have Dirk, and anytime the enemy team does one objective, you want to do the other. So anytime they do early dragon, I now make it a priority to try to do grubs, and vice versa. If someone does grubs, and I want to try to get dragon, you almost never want to just give both objectives. So now that he has done dragon, I'm already thinking to myself, okay, normally now I want to fight grubs. Not only am I 1-0, but my mid laner's 1-0. So I'm strong, my mid's strong. Um, so now I'm making it priority to fight grubs. So that's why I think speed to top side matters. Potentially starting it before he gets there. Like potentially you can start it now if you wanted to. Because you know he's slow and is clear because he did dragon, right? I'm not telling you to start now. I'm just saying the faster you are in the top side proximity, the better. So that's why I don't like the extra V shape walking from red to Krugs instead of just Krugs to red. We full clear up. It looks they see it with Ashy. Looks like Volibear warded the grubs as well. We see his ward. I don't um quite understand this. Can you walk me through this?
Oh, I saw Yasuo get off the map. It looked like Yasuo was moving to me,
Mm-hmm.
so I left it. I
Okay.
didn't want to fight Diana Yasuo
Yeah, it makes
by
sense.
myself.
Yeah. Question. So obviously, you actually you auto here, so we could do the exact math. Um, you auto the grub once. It's 130. Um, so grub is 2000 HP. Smite does 900. Q does, each auto does 100 damage. It's, to make it easy math. Um, plus Q, plus Pokemon, plus W. It's going to be around what? 6 autos plus a Q to get one grub and smite, right? Would you agree with that?
Right,
Yeah. So I think um, a lot of time speed is the killer, where 3 autos on a ward, then well, okay, I'm overcomplicating it. I'm pulling you to make it simple. By the time it takes you to auto this shit 3 times, walk your auto this shit 3 times, auto the grub twice, if you just full hit the grub right now, when you see volley on vision, you see Yasuo on vision, it's already gonna die, right? And you don't really care about this ward because um, but hitting the ward and then starting it, they still know you're on it. It's not like it's like a hidden mission now. It's not like they don't know you're up here, right? Um,
right.
so I
But
think
like
just yeah.
I'm looking right now. Like I clear the ward, right? But I don't want to start it because I feel like she could just come with Yasuo. I know
Um,
I see him on the map, but like if I start the grubs, like she could just be there around the corner. He just shows up because he's got prio. So
yeah,
what I'm doing here, I started it and then I realized like, nah, it's too risky. I wasted too much time, or I don't have a timing for it, so I left it.
no, I'm saying don't even hit the ward. Just hit it. Hit the grub. Because
Yeah, to me, I wasn't even looking to do this objective. Like I'm willing to give it if I have to. Like I'm not gonna try to. I know you're saying like you have enough time to
oh
just take one, but like
oh
I'm not even
okay,
really
then if you don't want to do
interested
it,
in
then
doing one.
don't even do whatever the fuck you're doing. Just hit the blue buff. Because right now they have no,
Okay.
the
Yeah, I mean I agree with that.
yeah,
Like I'm not interested in the objective
yeah.
with
Because
the
if you're
lane
not,
state that I have.
because when I see you walk into it, this tells me you're interested in it. But then if you're only doing this just to clear a ward, it's just such a waste of time. Like we could be starting our blue at 8:33. Instead,
Yeah,
it
like
is
I'm interested
now
in like killing Diana or something.
yeah,
Like
and
that's what I
instead
want to
now
do.
it's 8:53. In 20 seconds, you've done nothing but to clear 2 wards. Because we could be on our blue buff right. What is it? And yeah, 8:32 actually. So we can start our blue buff right now. We have 1,200 gold. You could just kill this base for Warhammer plus plus an extra longsword or whatever you want, right? Um, and then we're all chilling. But I think this is such a waste of time. If you're gonna walk into river, the only reason you should walk into river is just to like one shot one really fast, just so they don't get all three for void mites, and then go back to your camp. But hit this ward, and then what was your logic walking to up here instead of going back to blue or just doing the grub? So this also makes no sense to me. Just randomly walking up
Yeah,
river.
this is. Yeah, for some reason I thought Bali Bear and Shin were gonna start fighting, but right when I walked up, he walked away and they walked back. So I just cleared the ward.
Yeah, I think just either you just have to pan your camera, either pan your camera or get an F key or
Oh,
click
but
on the.
like if you look, it looks like they're kind of
Yeah,
fighting
but
a little
I'm
bit.
just saying, just look and then decide. Don't you should. It's always look, see if it's happening, then go or don't go. It's never just go and hope it. Minimap's not enough information. The only time in minimap I would say is enough is anytime I see icons over icons. When I see a champion icon directly over a champion icon, that usually means that means they're literally hitting each other. Overlapping isn't enough. Um, but when I see if you saw Volibear icon fully over Shen's icon right now, then I'm fine with it. But I also again even that is there's four different ways to look. There's looking at the minimap. There's clicking, F keying, panning. The first one, looking, is the weakest one. That's like the fourth option. It's obviously preferred as F keys. That's a lot to ask for. Two is click on the minimap. Third is pan your camera. These are like the four modes of information. Thankfully, up there is fifth one is pinging as well.
Yeah, what
Um,
was the result of this though? I thought we got some kills here. I ended up either
no,
killing Yasuo or
this one, yeah,
something, right?
this one you kill Yasuo and then we watch the grub fight. I just think this is like, I just think this is a lot. If you think about it like this, we finished our Gromp at 8, was it 31? It's 9:05 now. In the last, what is this, 4 seconds, we've done nothing. We killed a ward, we killed a ward. I'm saying in 34 seconds, you could have killed all 3 grubs by now, by the way, if you just instantly started and Diana never shows up. You could have got blue and then based. You could have. It's just 34 seconds of just nothing. All you're doing now
Yeah, but like I
is
started
giving.
it, and then Yasuo kind of moved on me, so I had
Yeah,
to
but
let it go.
he's not playing fucking Galio or TF. He's not gonna ult from across the map. Like you're just
Yeah,
overly
but
scared. You have
if
flash. You have
Diana's
E. You have
there,
ult.
I mean, but if Diana's there, I just get Yasuo ult and I'm dead. So like I have
Yasuo
to be
ult is not
careful.
global.
Yes, it's not global, but Diana could. I don't have any vision. Diana could be right around, right outside the vision. We don't know. Like I have to be careful. It's not like I'm immortal, right? Like I can't just
You are immortal. You
ignore
have
all the
flash,
threats.
E, ult. You have 3 different ways to
That's
avoid
not
fighting.
immortal.
I don't understand what you're dying to. I need you to explain it to me.
Diana
Diana is here,
R
right? Yes,
to
Diana's here right now.
Yasuo
Boom,
R.
she's here right now. What are you dying to? She's here right now. We see her. But we see
Diana R to Yasuo R. You just died.
Yasuo's on
Like
vision.
yes, but well,
Yes, the second he goes
watch.
out of vision, let's see him. Let's track through fog of war. I'll do it with you. Boom. He's in fog right now. Like,
And that's why I stopped. I literally got scared because he went off a fog. So I was like, okay, he could be there with Diana.
okay, we see Diana now. We see him now. So now we're gonna start the grubs now. We see Yasuo
No,
and volley. No, now we're doing crab. But we see him. So why aren't we starting it if we see him? With that logic, right? If you're only scared of Yasuo, but now you see Yasuo, why aren't you starting the grubs?
now I'm looking to make a play here. I wasted so much time. And I see this and I go instantly here.
It's just boogeyman. I don't know. It's fine. We could agree to disagree. You're scared of nothing. You have flash. You have E. You have ult. You can't say you're scared of Yasuo because you see him on vision, and then you can't. And people don't
Yeah,
teleport.
but I
He
didn't
got out of
I
vision
didn't I
here.
wasn't
It
scared of him
takes.
when he
This
was
is
on
six
vision.
seconds of walking, but
Yeah.
you left the second he goes out of fog. So that means you have. If this is his ult zone, right? That means you should be able to count in your head like 1, 2, 3, like 6 seconds. So okay, I could hit the gross for 6 seconds and then I could leave. And also, this is all under the impression that you think she's topside for some reason. Either you saw her, or she had a squire, or something. We have not seen Diana in a fucking full minute. So we're just always gonna assume Diana's always around the corner. We're always gonna assume that Yasuo took Ghost on his keyboard and his ult's global, and he could just teleport on us in a flash, right? All this while having 2 different dashes and a flash and a smoke screen where we could just you see Diana from across from off the corner, boom, insta throw W. He can't E you and he's W'd, right? Uh,
In the
I just think
W
you're able.
takes travel time and the E is like instant.
Your W range is bigger than
I
her E
I've never had much luck being able to W so she can't eat me.
because
I've
that
never
means
seen that mechanic work in my favor.
you're just Wing late. Like when you see her now, your W doesn't have to hit her. Let's say she's here. This is her E range, right? You don't have to actually W her. You W here, right? So if he walks through it, he can't see. So he has to walk around. But now he's walking around while you're walking in a straight line. So you're obviously faster, right? Uh,
Okay, so I'm not familiar with that Diana tech. So you're saying I shouldn't be scared of Diana and Yasuo? I'm saying okay.
okay, sounds good. Anyways, this is a good gank on the Yasuo. I like this. This is a good example of this is good of what you're looking at the minimap, panning your camera, seeing that they're fighting, and then you go to it. So this is good. Boom. This guy's dead. And this is scrub fight. They already talked about. You didn't trust your Shunt ult, but then I tell you to go, so you go, and then we end up fighting, and then Shunt ult, and then this is obviously happy days. I think one habit you should have. It's gonna show later fights as well, but I noticed it first time here too. As Graves is a good habit to have. The second someone dashes on you, could be Yasui, could be Volibear Q's on you, Diana E's on you. The second habit, at least in Q, right? And just any on your character model, just instantly W on top of yourself. And it makes it so much harder for them to see. So right here, this guy E's on your top, just insta W on top of your, you auto W, W auto, whatever you want to do, just insta W. But here you kind of hold your, you should be W and then E. Because then when he's W and then you E, he doesn't see where you are. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here. He just doesn't know because he's blind. So it's always I want to blind them or slow them and then use my ability, which is my ult or my E or my flash or whatever you have. Okay, that should be like a subconscious habit. Besides that, this is a good fight. Base for a thing. Oh, yeah, sorry, let me go back. So I guess here you thought Dinah was gonna go down river, so you want to kill her. Makes sense. She ends up not being
No,
here.
I
Oh,
wanted to catch her at her red
oh,
or like raptors or something like that, but she just so happens to hit
I
that
see.
blast plant right as I was coming across.
I like that. I like the idea. It's unlucky timing.
Yeah, I'm looking for an invade there.
Yeah, I like it. I think that's smart. Why didn't you wanna go top here?
I wanted to not lose any tempo against Diana here. I'm like, I really it doesn't really serve me to be here. I don't really care if that guy gets a plate or two. Like, just clear your camps and be bot side before Diana's bot side.
Okay. Uh, I disagree, but I understand the logic. It's just a lot of gold. It's also one of those things where you can always like, with that logic, you can always skip camps for tempo. Um, but and you'd be like, oh, but why am I skipping golden XP? Well, then I can also ask why are you skipping golden XP? Golden XP is 1-to-1. It doesn't matter if it's coming from a kill, from a minion wave, from a scuttle crowd, from a gromp. Doesn't matter. Golden XP is golden XP. It's a stable, it's a static resource, right? Um, so the wave won't always be there because it's gonna die a tower. The camps will always be here. So anytime you have an option from like a wave that's right next to you dying, or a camp, it's always going to be a thing. Because technically, you could just do wave, and then instead of doing Gromp Wolves Raptors, you'll just do Gromp Wolf, skip Raptors and Krugs, and then be bot same time as you normally would be, right? Um, and also, it's also double edged because you're also stopping volley from getting plates. Which is I don't see it as like, oh, I'm helping my teammate. Fuck Shen. I see it as helping yourself. I don't want a fed volley jumping on my head later in this game. You know. Does that make sense? Because you could always just skip one of these camps, and then you'll be bot same time. Like instead of doing Raptors and Krugs, you'll just skip Krugs, and you'll be at Dragon at the exact same time as if you did Gromp Wolves Raptors Krugs. Is the exact same as Gromp Wolves Raptors Dragon, but plus top wave. The Krugs 10 seconds on Krugs and 10 seconds on top wave is the exact same math. It just the only difference is just more golden XP in total. Um, okay, now we do Krugs. We're here. Diana jumps on you again as a habit. The second she jumps on me, just insta W yourself. I think this
Ah, I
ult.
didn't mean it. That was bad.
Yeah, you tend to always ult defensively. Again, I just think I just see you as a very defensive player. Because even now, like fuck the ult. I don't care about that. You're over. I think you're overstepping. Like I want to be at least in like, especially when you want to read people's movements, right? If Diana's clicking in, then you should click. Then your clicking is perfect here. The Diana clicks out. I want to now click back in and like chase her out, or at least play at a distance where if she gets hit by a bubble or something happens, I am at least in distance to E forward and auto range. Right now, even if you
Yeah,
E, you're still not
right
in
now
auto
I'm
range.
playing around Nami ult.
Hmm.
Nami ult, to Yasuo ult. So like I'm kind of
I
not
think
really trying to commit to anything.
yeah, I don't want you to commit to anything either. I just want you to play at
Yeah,
a.
but walking forward means you're just walking closer to Nami so she can ult you.
That's not
Yasuo's
committing.
right around there. Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
again, that's not committing. Would
okay.
be eing in. I don't want you to e in. I'm saying I want you to play in this like little bubble in this little area where you still have the option to walk up and auto if you want, and you have the option to click away, and you have the option to use your E to dodge an ability like Nami ult. I want you to play in a bubble where you can still play safe and still play aggressive, but you play in the area where you can only play safe now. When you're here, you can't hit anyone. This guy can't see shit. This guy can't see shit. This guy's bubbled. This is where you should be getting a free auto attack on Nami. Just free damage. You shouldn't be scared of anything. If you see Nami ult, you'll just press your E button or your ult button. Um, there's counterplay, right? But when you overcorrect, I call this overcorrecting. Now you can't play auto. You can only be like quote unquote defensive. It's League's all about playing in a way where you can be defensive and aggressive. But I think your default is like fucking I do not want to die no matter what, and then you're just missing damage in fights because of that. Again, you have an E. Like you shouldn't just be getting hit by Nami ult. Um, so I don't think it would made a big difference this fight. I'm just it's just habits, finding any extra damage we can get, right? But then we push them out. This guy gets hit by a rocket. Looks good. Hmm. It reminds me. This fight reminds me. I think. Do you? I don't think you a click at all. Actually, do you a click at all, or do you just only hit people when you actually hit them with your mouse when you right click
No,
them?
I eight click.
Okay. But I think a lot of times you're missing damage where, as like the best players, like 99% of challenger or sorry pro players, they they basically only like walk around a clicking because it's not like humans will obviously always be worse than computers at timings, right? Um, so for example, like we can't even if you have 10,000 crazy games, we don't know our exact auto range. We think it's like around here, but maybe it's actually here, maybe it's actually here, right? So in this case, like I would always just be spam e clicking. So the second I'm in range of Yasuo, I'm instantly gonna get auto off. But here we kind of there's a lot of times where I don't know if you're missing your mouse or you're just or what, but like we've been in range of him. Like this is also like this is we've been in range of our full damage, and you're just not autoing. Um, right? Like even this entire time, no auto, no auto. Finally, we got our first auto off, right? And I genuinely think here, if you just autoed earlier, you would have got second auto off in time, and the second auto would kill him. So I don't know if you need a click more, or you don't like to, or you don't do it enough. But I think this is an example of just by spamming a click and just by always while walking, getting not relying on your mouse because a lot of times it's obviously going to be faster to just press a button than to have to drag our mouse exactly over a champion's character, especially when they are dashing or flashing or they have movement speed. It's hard to always be accurate with your mouse. But when you just press A and then click on the anywhere on your screen, the computer will auto them for you. You don't have to do it, you know. So I think this guy would have died. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, try to I guess a click more. You can add that to your pool. But don't have to jump over the wall, but it's show. Okay, do red buff. New their vision. Play to stop Nami base. Clear some wards. We see Yasuo's pushing. We walk over. Smoke screen is fine. Watch this one more time. Kind of same logic. Like the second this, I would immediately just already be your auto would already 100% go off. Um, but the auto just slower than it should be. This guy dies. Good job. Play to get our item. Move into bot, we see them fighting. We run straight bot. Don't forget to use your E leaving base. You'd eat this entire time. It's very small though, not a big deal. Good W. Ult to kill. Nice. Start dragon right away. Do dragon. Jump over the wall. Full clear up. No complaints. Here they did Herald. So I think here we just base. I forget what you do, but here I would just base and play into bot side. You have your next component, which is Warhammer. Yeah, you realize that, you base now. Let me go back as well. Just to double check something. Okay. Okay. We run bot. There's a fight. Oh, this is a good fight. I remember this. Auto. I think here you're overly scared though. Let's watch. See if I forget. If I ever forget. Let's do it one more time. I'm just saying it off memory. Auto. A lot of times, I think don't forget your red smites. Your first auto is gonna be a slow. So normally as Graves, we want to hold our Q for like a guaranteed double hit or until it's a wall. I think when you hit someone with your insta slow, I think right now is you could instantly WQ off rip, and this Q is going to be basically guaranteed because not only is he going to be slow from your red smite, but he's also going to be slow from your W. So I think if you WQ right now, there's a way higher chance of both parts of your Q hitting. But then when you but here you wait for your W to fully expire, and then you WQ, but then when you WQ, it's also not instant. You also W'd, walked a little bit, then Q'd, and now he's fully out of your W, and he's no longer slowed. And now only one part of your Q is going to hit him, unless he back against he still ate it. But if he just kept walking out, then the second part wouldn't hit him, right? So when you have slow, just sometimes use your Q right away, not only to guarantee it, but also the logic is the faster we use our spells, the faster they come back up, and you'll get your second Q um, earlier. Make sense?
Yeah.
This is good. Run this guy out. Well, it's not bad. I wouldn't, but it makes complete sense why you did. So I'm not gonna complain. Oh, sorry. This reminds me. Actually, I'll talk to you about after the game. I wanted to show you the magic resist thing because I think you don't fully know the numbers, but I'll talk to you after the game. Here, I would just insta base. I was actually, if you look at my mouse in the recording, I was moving my mouse because I wanted to tell you the pace, and then I stopped myself because I just wanted to see what you do instead. It's my mouse in the recording. I was about to unmute. I was like, I'll let it play out. Because here, I think you have items. Thunder is 900 off memory. So you have no camps up, no Krugs, no Raptors. I mean, all 6 of your camps are down. I would just instantly base and open map for Sunder. Not only is it a huge power spike, but you have no camps to do. So when you stay on map, you're only going to defend this tower. But I would pan my camera first to look at the tower before deciding to go there. Because if the tower is already like half HP, it's going to die before you get there. So what's the point? I'd rather be, as you said earlier, like high tempo on the map and just be when I come off map with item and then do whatever the fuck I want. Because I think what ends up happening here is you go to defend this tower and you end up killing Yasuo, but the tower falls anyways, and you end up using your flash. So I don't think it's worth. Because now the first time you end up looking at mid tower was right now, but at this point you're already committed to coming, and at this point, if you see now, the tower's obviously already gonna die. Especially because you and Zoe are both ranged, so he could always win all your spells or win all Zoe's spells, and there's nothing you guys can do to stop him. You're not playing Vi, you can't just ult him to CC lock him, you know? So I think if you looked earlier and you noticed this guy's full HP, this guy tower's low, and plates have already fallen, so tower obviously has less resistances. I think you just insta base for item, and now you'd you could either insta invade him because you have no camps up, or you could do basically whatever the fuck you want. So I think basing here would be better because we'll watch this fight. He smoke screens your Q here, I think. Yeah. Now we have to walk melee range, which obviously Grace doesn't want to do. And here's what I mean by I think as a habit, the second like someone's melee range into you or ease into you, you should just immediately W yourself. You can create so much distance where normally here you have to flash obviously, but I think if you W and keep walking up, this guy is not you're forcing this guy to have to walk through your smoke screen where he's like obviously like 40% slowed and he can't see shit. And then if he doesn't want to walk through and he wants to walk like this way or this way, well now it's built you enough distance where you don't have to flash. You can now just kite him normally with autos and E's and autos. But when you don't W, now you're forced to flash. And now even if you kill this guy, I think you're obviously 6-0. You're obviously the most fed guy in the game, and having no flash for a dragon fight or an Otacon fight can potentially be game losing. Because normally, with flash up, Diana can't just flash E ult you because you should always be able. You have the ability to potentially react and flash out of it or E out of it. But now with no flash, it's a lot more scary. So, do you agree here? You should just base instead and buy full item. And
Yeah,
you'll never understand know this if you don't look mid. That's why panning your camera or clicking the map is so important. Um,
yeah. I think I just got a little bloodthirsty here after we just picked up all those kills, and I was like, oh, this guy's overextending too.
yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, I think having no flash is gonna be. I think they never ended up punishing you. I think, but I think normally not having flash is really scary. And also, I think just another. I think this is another example of just Wing yourself is a really good habit to have as Graves. It's almost never bad. But when we buy item, here's when I told you. Does this make sense to you? Now, looking back, why I told you to clear down instead of you want to go Krugster and then I unmuted and told you to go to Scuttle. Does it make
I
sense to
still
you?
disagree. Like, I
Why?
still
Why?
feel like I can clear all those camps and
Hmm.
still be on time for Dragon.
No, you will. You're not wrong. That's not about being on time. Because if Dragon was up in like a minute 10, obviously you wouldn't. But obviously it's time. It's up going to be up in over 2 minutes where you're going to be in time. Yes. It's not about being on time. It's about proximity on the map, right? Where is there going to be a higher chance of a fight breaking out? Where does control matter more, right? In this case, there's no top tower to play for in this game. There is a bot tower to play for, so there's an extra tower there. These guys are probably going to base soon because they just got 2 kills on tower and wave. These guys are probably going to base. Um, the dragon is the next objective spawning, right? When the objective spawns soon, people are going to play provision around the objective. Pink wards. People are going to be playing on this mid wave more often. People are going to be pushing. Again, anytime there's an objective mid top, people play 2 lanes mid top. Anytime there's an objective mid bot, people play 2 lanes mid bot. So if you had to fucking play this game 1,000 times, and we said, okay, in the next 90 seconds, there's going to be a fight breakout, no matter what. But you have no idea. It could be top lane, it could be mid, it could be bot, and we have to play this game 1,000 times. Is the highest chance of a fight breaking out? Would it be on this side of the map or on this side of the map? The higher chance is always going to be bot side because that's where the objective's spawning. That's where there's an extra tower to play for. Um, that's where again these guys are going to base soon, most likely, and then that when people base, that part of the map becomes dead because there's no activity happening on a based area. While Shen just came off base. Shen's full HP, full mana. He's going to stay bot for the next 2 minutes. For the next foreseeable future, he's going to be alive on the bot side. Um, so there's simply a higher chance of a fight breaking out. And as you are 7-0 and the strongest guy in the game, you need to be there if a fight breaks out. Does this make more sense to you? It's
Yeah,
also
but wouldn't I also be there if I just cleared bot to top? I'd be there now, and then I would leave, and then I would come back on the reset.
you have less ability to skip camps to be there. Um, so for example, let's say you're doing bot to top, right? And you're doing wolves. I mean, sorry, Krugs, raptors, and now here, as you're about to block your top camps, there's a fight happening. You're gonna be in an uncomfortable situation where you really
Yeah, but isn't that the mirror reverse from starting from top side to bot
no,
side? Because right
because
now I can't go bot because I'm top.
yeah, but no, no, because I mean yes,
It's
but
not the it's not it's not it's
no,
not the exact
but
mirrored situation.
no, because people are dead right now. There can be no fight happen right now. If there could be, you're right, yes. But there can't be a fight happening right now. 2 people are here, 2 people are dead. So a fight cannot break out right now. If there could be a fight, you're right. Then by going Krugs, you're there for the potential fight. There can't be a fight right now. It's an
Okay, so this isn't really about the side of the map. This is like
no.
being
It's like
this is
no.
like the reset
It's
timers,
30
right?
different things. It's not about. It's about no. It's about what side of the map has the highest chance of fighting. It's not about right now. It's in the next. It's the time it takes you to kill these camps, which is the next 60 seconds. Next minute to 60 seconds to 90 seconds. It's in this period. Where is the highest chance for a fight to break out? The
Yeah,
answer
but even if I did bot the top, I would already be heading back bot side in the next 90 seconds.
well that's 60 seconds. That's a range. In 60 seconds, can you be bot right now? No. If you go bot to top, you're gonna do Krugs, Raptors, and then you're gonna be in an uncomfortable situation where like 45 seconds from now, if there's a bot fight, you're gonna be like fuck. Now if I want to show up, I have to skip my top camps to show up there. Now you're like okay, I have to skip my camps or I could show. You have to choose one or the other. But if you do Gromp to Wolves, and now there's a fight, well now you can skip Raptors and Krugs to be there. But now after the fight, you're back in you're still gonna be by going back to your Krugs and Raptors, you're still in the bot side proximity, right?
I see.
So you see how so now we're causing ourselves to be in the bot side proximity longer by pathing down. But when you path up, now you have to make a choice. But when you do Grom to Wolves, there is no choice. It's I could go fight and then camps, or camps and then fight, and no matter what, I'm still going to be in this area. So I'll still be close. Make sense now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also if you want to be like really fucking a real prick about it, like not you, me. If I want to be a real prick about it, I could just say, well, if you path upwards, there's a chance of you losing Scuttle because he could just run straight to Scuttle.
Which I don't care about.
Yeah, it's just an extra camp. I give him an extra camp. It's also nice vision for Otacon because Otacon is technically also spawning somewhat soon. But now we full clear down, and now boom, we finish our clear, and there's a fight breaking down. If we did our clear upwards, you'd be the same way how you finished Krugs. You would have just finished Gromp, and now you would not be here for this fight. It's actually it's literally a cause and effect. If we path up, you'd be on Gromp right now. You would not be here for this fight. Agreed?
Right.
So. Oh, we missed our
That
ult.
was bad R.
Yeah, it's chill. I'm not gonna.
That E backwards was a mistake. I meant to E forward.
I'm not one to yell about skill shots. Some coaches are, not me. Yeah, I'm not, again. I don't mind this one because you recognize it yourself, so I have no reason to say it. So that's good. Still a good fight. Yasuo should have died too, but again, a miss happens. So this is good. I mean, this is where the game, in my opinion, this is where the game ended. You got a triple kill, you got Dragon on spawn, and this is where I think the VOD just ends. I think a lot of things, but it shows again. I think your behavior of, or I guess habit of always playing defensively, not only does the show in your E, which you already noted, but it shows in your camera control. Like if you look at how you just used your camera, um, all of this is worthless thing, right? I'd much rather the bottom of your screen be here. This is the bottom of your screen, and everything you see above is obviously you can try to imagine it. Because if there's gonna be a fight, I need to see. Again, none of this tells me anything. I need to see who's coming from above. Is their next teammate gonna be here or here? I want to see who's on their way, how this fight's happening, and then if this fight starts winning and we start chasing them down, I want to see is Yasuo walking left, is he walking right? I want to see how just my proximity to the wall is for my Q, right? I think just in your camera control, it already shows that you're like not terrified, but you're overly defensive. You know, even now with your, I think as on a smaller note, we talked about it last time. I haven't seen many examples of it, but this is the first one where I could be particular about it. Is playing around walls. Like here, instead of kiting down, I think you should always kite to the right, like this. Instead of your mouse being here, it should be like more like here or here. Because this guy keeps chasing into you. Because right now, this guy's just, it looks like he's just blindly auto-attacking you and keeps chasing. If he keeps chasing into you and he chases like here, and you become here, now this gives us like a Q angle, right? So I think having more, first of all, camera control should be higher. That one is inarguable. This one you could argue this one because you're like, oh, I don't want to be on a 4 3-man ult, which I honestly won't even disagree with. But I think the camera can't be denied because look at the perfect example. Now you have no idea. Like, I genuinely believe you wouldn't have missed this ult if your camera was just way higher up. And
I mean, I see where they're going. It's just poor camera. I mean, it's
but
just
it's
poor
harder.
mouse. 'Cause I tried to hit them with it.
Yeah.
I tried to hit them with it. I just didn't have it quite right. Like I pressed it a little bit earlier. I moved my camera. You know what I mean? Like
Uh huh.
if you check when my skill shot comes out, my mouse is on them, but I pressed it just a little bit earlier before my mouse was there.
Yeah, I see
If
it.
you look at it.
No,
Okay, I was gonna say if you look, look at where my mouse is,
yeah, you
and
just
like I moved it on them, but like I
yeah,
pressed the R like a split second too
yeah.
early.
I understand. Um, what I always say for stuff like this is people don't realize how much like how would you say it? Okay, I'll put it this way. What's easier to spot? Like it's gonna be this is an obvious stupid question, but what's easier to spot? Like the jinx in the middle of your screen or the fucking like random minion here or random thing here? Like it's just when things are in the middle of your screen, it's easier to focus on them, have your mouse around them. It's also like proximity of like mouse proximity. Having it does take time, even if it's like milliseconds, to move your mouse from here to here or moving your mouse from here to here. Right? It's always going to be easier to do this, faster, easier, more precise, more accurate, blah blah blah. So when you have your camera positioned at a better angle, instead of having to flick your mouse, because you have to stand here, you ult it, your mouse is at the very bottom, and then here when you decide you want to ult, you're flicking your mouse from boom, boom to auto attack this
Oh,
guy,
that's
right?
already. Wait,
No,
wait,
but
wait,
you but
wait.
to auto attack this guy, right?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
Like instead of
Yeah, I do
autoing
have
him
it on
here, maybe you
auto.
could have maybe you could have autoed him when he was what's it called like lower, where is it more where is it more here wherever he was, and then instead of this being a max damage auto, it'd be a medium damage auto, right? But you're adding so much extra. I mean, you're making it so much harder for yourself having to flick your mouse from across the screen. Which again, if you have your camera position better, it's going to be easier not to do that, right? Uh, but yeah, you already said the C, so I won't note on it. But yeah, that's where you won the game. Because even right now, I wouldn't even be clicking back. I'm like full confident now. I'm like, okay, fucking, I'm gonna auto this guy just to use him for an E reset, and then I honestly think about just Eing through him and then getting a fucking big center proc on this guy. I just in my head at this point, the fight's been going on so long that you already have 3 good stacks that I'm like so confident in this fight that I think there's no world I'm gonna lose. Um, but anyways, this fight was well played. Kill them all. Push mid wave out, then go dragon. Perfect. Where is this? After dragon here, I would honestly be looking to just base. I have so much money. I'm like, I don't want the last thing I want to do is fight right now. But we play with our team, which is completely chill. We're hovering them. If they fight, we'll be here. If they don't fight, then I'm gonna finish my base, which is exactly what you do. All to kill that guy. Boom. I also blocked it. Whatever. Good W. Really good selfless W. And good W, but don't forget. I think your I don't know if your eyes are just looking so focused on Yasuo, but don't ignore this guy fully either. Like you could be eing this guy, queuing this guy, stacking your grid up. You kind of just end up face tanking him. You're barely using your spells. This is your first E on him now. Um, I think the second you hit this guy, you should I'd immediately E right now. Not even for the dash per se. It's just for any excuse to stack up grit in a fight. To be honest, any excuse to just
Yeah,
E to stack up grit should be used, right? Because
yeah. I'm looking to try to make sure they don't just get fucked here.
yeah,
And this guy's a full tank. Like I'm not really worried about what he's doing.
yeah, no, it's not about him. It's just about like the extended fight. Cause in my head, like I'm thinking about the future. I'm gonna stack my grit probably twice on this guy, and have by then I'll have what 2 stacks, 3 stacks, and then if this fight becomes extended, Yasuo, Diana keep chasing. Well, now I'm able to fight them with my grit at least fully, like not fully, but half stacked, right? So it's not even about like eating because you're scared of this guy. I mean, he did also tank what half quarter HP. So it's not like he's doing nothing, right? Um, but it's also it's just an excuse to stat upgrade. So if this fight becomes extended and they keep chasing my teammates, well then I'll be stronger for that fight, right? And also I think in this face, if you didn't fully ignore him, he'd already be dead because he would have already tanked an extra Q on his face. Um, boom. Now you have 4 grid stacks. This fight obviously becomes. I think your W is really good. I just think you could kite that guy and W. The W is like perfect, honestly. On these two, this is fucking awesome W. Boom. Yeah, just don't ignore this guy. Also, your Q's what is it? How long is your Q? Let's see right now. You finally Q. Your Q is a 5 second cooldown. So and you start fighting him at 2050, and you kill him at. Well, actually, I won't skip forward. It's too much. Start fighting him at 2050. You finally kill him at 2005. So you basically could have got 3 Qs on this guy, and instead you only got 1, right? Having 1 Q in a 16-minute fight is pretty insane. Sorry, minute, 16-second fight. It's too much. You basically just use your spells. Think of like a solo player. Solo player's like, ooh, my spell's up. I'm gonna press my spell. They're not thinking about saving my spell for the potential Diana Yasuo in case they jump over the wall or do some crazy shit. Like, oh, this guy is hitting me. I'm taking damage. I have my spell up. Let me use my spell. That's it. This is obviously really good. We get Otacon. Look to base. I like this fight. This is my favorite fight from this game because I'm pretty sure off memory you just E forward here and take this fight like a man, which is all I want from you to do. I know you. Yeah, but this is fucking awesome. I was so happy when I saw this. I was like, oh my god, he's fucking doing it. It might take him 3 items and 11 kills, but this is like this example by the way. This is how like you should be playing when you're 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. Fucking I don't know,
You're
like
you wait till you're
3-2.
11-0 to play.
Yeah, no, literally, no. This to me is your first perfectly played fight. But but because you want to know why? Because this is the first fight you're fucking eing in, not eing out, right? Um, every single fight before this game, if you went back, you eat out, auto e out, auto e out, and sometimes it wasn't saying it was bad, but that's just your habit. Even the last 2 VODs I watched of you, you always e out. This is the first time I see you Eing in, and it's fucking beautiful. Like you're full HP. You're not under threat. Worst case scenario, you could flash over the wall. Worst case scenario, you could ult over the wall. Like this fight is fucking awesome. But it takes you 11-0 to finally do it. I'm saying you could do this way earlier in the game, you know. Um, so this is like a backhanded compliment. Like the fight was really good, but I wanted to see this from you more often, and with smaller advantages. You don't need to be up 3 levels to finally EN, because I think you're literally up 3 levels here, aren't you? Yeah, he's level 12, so you're literally up 3 levels. Even being up 1 level, Graves Cannon should do this. But anyways, still a really good fight. It's not like you got like a triple kill here or did anything impressive. It's just like the structure of the fight is correct. Diana is now 20%, and you traded ults, not me for ult for your ult. So it's just good. And now Diana is 1 HP and has to base or has to go all the way to Krugs to heal up or some bullshit. So now you get full map control. You know, like even if we don't get like actual gold or XP from this, it does have value. Okay, let's watch this. There's a mid fight. We do this. We start walking to the mid fight.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I start kind of playing more aggressive again.
Mhm.
Finally.
Yeah, I mean you're sick. You're fucking 11-0. Flash in, fucking Ian. Flash in. This is all Ian again. My point is again, you could do this way earlier, but this is still really good. Uh, where is this? Oh yeah, here you want to see the minions or the thing because you're confused how you took aggro. So let's watch it. Dive it, boom, Eing under tower, diving this guy, fucking awesome. Boom. Here, yeah, there's just no minions.
Ah, I thought there was minions there.
Yeah, no, you literally just walk through this tower with no minions. Where's your minion wave? Yeah, it's behind you, but then here it
I think
gets.
Diana must have stopped it or something.
Yeah,
Oh
the
no, he killed it
volley
with his
just killed it.
shield.
Yeah, but even here, like when you took
Okay.
aggro, there's obviously no minions on your screen. So you
Right,
took,
right, right.
but oh, whoops, sorry. But yeah, I didn't mind though. I was like happy. I seen you die at tower made me crack a smile. By the way, I was like, nice. This guy's fucking. I'd rather you do this than me yelling at you. Why aren't you going in? Why aren't you being here? Why aren't you ulting? And then here, I think you just walk here and E out. Not too
Yeah,
complicated.
walk here and yeah, I thought a minion wave was there.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
all
like,
good.
oh,
Oh shit, yeah, it happens. We do Krugs, red buff, blue. Here again, I guess looking at the map here, it's so weird to me because it's not that you have bad map. It reminds me of like level 4 on the Shen. You just don't care. Like you actually pan your camera, really good. You see them fighting. I see them fighting, like, oh shit, they're fighting. Let me walk over, help them. Maybe by the time I get there, either they start running away and I can help them on the escape by throwing a W or throwing, autoing with red buff, slowing them. Maybe if the enemy team over chases, I can kill them. So you literally did a good job. Looked over, saw, oh shit, my team is fighting to the death. It looks pretty close. Full HP, low, low, half HP. It's a pretty close fight, 3v3, full, half, low, low. And you see this and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go hit the bot wave. So I don't know. You actually looked, but then you just don't care. So I don't know if I should say care more, or maybe you should keep looking and stop not looking, right? But
yeah. So here, like, I'm definitely just looking to like take the bot tower, get that 600 gold,
mm, I just think at
and
this
then I
point,
see Diana's low,
mm, well, you
so
don't
I'm like,
see it.
okay, I'll just wait for her.
Wait, where do you see she's? I haven't seen it. Let's keep watching. Where?
Okay, I didn't see she was low, but I saw she was moving, and I followed
Okay,
her.
okay, yeah. Sure.
For
I
some
mean,
reason, I felt like she was low, and then when I came around the corner, I didn't know she was that low.
yeah. I don't know. I think a lot of times it's first of all, I know you're not full build. You have 4 items and full build 6 items, but in reality you are full build. Like this is like where you're most spiked, right? Like if you had to ask yourself, what would I rather fight? When I'm 4 items and they're 2 items, or when I'm 6 items and they're 4 items? The answer is always 4 to 2, not 6 to 4, right? Um, so in my head, like you are effectively full build. Like this is where you want the game to end. So trading gold isn't as good as it would be like early game, for example. A and B, fuck. I'm not even thinking about Terra. I'm thinking about this dragon. Like I want Soul. I want to win the game with Soul. So I'm thinking like I really want if I can kill Diana or help Jinx live or get some sort of fight on mid, and that make sure that we get dragon. That's all I really care about. Because here I think you killed her and then you realize, oh shit, fuck the tower. Dragons matters, right? So this is good. I just think this could be the same exact train of logic could be used here. Like, oh shit, if I stop them from dying, or if I fuck it, if my team dies but I can trade a kill or two, then that in itself protects Dragon. Because as long as it's not like a 5v2, and as long as I can get like a kill or two and make it like a 3v2, like down one number. The thing is, you're 13-0, you don't count as one champion, you count as 2 or 3 champions. So a 3v2 where they have 3 members and you have 2 members is still like pretty chill for you, right? Um, but if it's like a 5v2, then it's a bit different. So Again, it's more like a map awareness thing. Make sure you're looking at mid. Make sure if they need help, you start walking earlier. Diana dies, so you do dragon. Then we cross through map to play for the Baron. We do Baron on spawn. This is perfect. No complaints. Then we just top you in the game. So no, it's a good VOD. I really don't have too many complaints. We have some disagreements on like maybe like decision making or bad thing early in the mid. I do think though that I it's kind of sucks to give you similar advice to last time because obviously that's what I did last time and you still said you felt stuck. But I do still feel like you overcorrect or play overly safe compared to what I'm comfortable with on Graves. But then I do think to add more new stuff that we didn't talk about last time is the W usage. I think I never heard you disagree with me on the W, so I think hopefully you'll start implementing Wing on yourself when people dive on you. It's just a good habit to have. It's really easy to do. Two is camera control, and twice A is looking at your teammates more, and B it's also camera control in fights, like in that river fight, making sure you're panning your screen upwards. It's just a lot of wasted space, a lot of wasted things to look at. What else? So W, camera control, other camera control. Clearing did get better, but I do think in the game there are still some, either misclicks or just inaccuracies. Autoing the small krug twice, autoing the small wolf once. There's one time where you lost your grit, which honestly, as a Graves player with you have like hundreds of games, you should basically never be losing your grit from camp to camp. Um, so I think you lost it. What was it here? Yeah, you lost it here, which just shouldn't happen. I think it's from you E too early. Yeah, here at this point you never E anymore. Or a lot of times I'd actually not queue this camp. I would actually like purposely kill the camp like slower, get an extra auto in, just to keep my E. Sometimes. Or again, you just kill the camp higher up. Because losing grit sucks. Because you kill the camp slower. With less armor and less MR. Those are three things. Here, one thing I wanted to show you is the magic resist thing. I never got to show you that because I think you don't. I think you are under the impression it's a bigger nerf than it actually was. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna be a little nerd and show you the math here. So this is the nerf. Okay. The nerf makes it so our base MR goes from 30 to 32. Means so instead of loading into a game with 32 MR, it's 30. So it's minus 2 MR. Let's count. Minus 2. And now this managed growth, this is per level. So the way this works is every level, normally before you'd gain 2 MR per level, magic resist. Now it's 1.3. So if we want to equate it to something, let's say level 6 is going to be, the way you do the math, you just do 6 times 0.7. That's how much we're missing now. We went from 2.2 from 2.0 to 1.3. And the math on that is 4.2. So level 6, you're missing 4.2 MR, right? Plus 2 as base. So at level 6, we're minus 6 MR weaker than we should be. I'll round up for you, and I'll say we're minus 7 MR. Agreed? So at level 6, you're minus 7 MR less than you would be last patch, right? But now, and you said you need all your good to be back. So level 1, right?
No,
When
I said you needed like 2 to 3 stacks for you just to break even,
uh,
which is still correct.
I think you said 3 to 4, but let's just say you said 2 to 3. Just
Okay,
no
two to
point.
three.
No
All
point
right.
to argue semantic. No, but I'm just because I have the recording. But
You're
anyways,
right. You're right. You're right. You're
it's
right.
chill.
3 to 4, I said,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's really 2 to 3.
yeah, yeah. But let's say like level 6. Let's see how much. That's level 6, right? Let's see how much at level 6. Let's see how much MR you gain per E. To see if that 2 to 3 is even true. Now you're
Two,
level 6. I want to see when you're level 6 with 0 grit. Okay, now you're level 6, right? When you press E, how much MR do you get? Let's see.
two,
2. All right. So now yeah. So it takes. So you're minus. We said you're minus. What was it 6 to 7? So yeah, it's gonna take 3.
two to three.
Yeah, 2 to 3. Agreed. And then don't you get more? It's not too flat. Don't you get more the more you use it, or is it always 2?
Yeah. So like at the end of the game, it's 8 per stack
No, I mean like yeah,
at
just 2.
max rank.
Yeah, max rank. So early game it would be a nerf from early game only at the level 6 to like level 10 is going to be 2 to 3, and then the second you get to mid to late game it's going to be way better, right? But again, that doesn't even matter for Graves because again, correct me if I'm wrong, but pre hubris, like pre first item, pre level 10, you're not even you before and now we've never looked to fight Diana. Every time you're fighting Diana like 1v1, it's always once you have your hubris, or once your first item or like second item, right? So if anything, they made his
I used
weakness
to fight
early
her pre
game.
six. I
So,
used to fight her pre six, but like you have to catch her in a good spot.
yeah, I never prefer. Yeah, you have to start the fight with an advantage, right? Um,
Right, right. You need some kind of advantage, like some surprise, or like
yeah,
she used a cooldown, and
but
now
so
you can win it.
exactly.
But
So
before, when she didn't dash on the R, I mean, when
Mm.
she had dash on the R instead of the E, it was a lot easier. But after they changed it, it made it much
Okay,
more
that's
difficult.
like that changes from like 6 years ago, my friend. But yeah.
I'm just telling you what it is. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
beating her ass back in
yeah,
the day, and then
yeah.
all of
That's
a sudden,
okay. That's all.
basically handed me my ass.
That okay. The champs. Besides that, that's like a different champ. That's like a champion rework. We don't count those. I'm talking about like Diana in the last 3 years. It's never been a good matchup for Graves. And this Magic Resist change did not change it. It always just bad pre-6. And now once we're at like level 6, not even level 6. Once we have our hubris, that's when it really um, gets better. Because in this game, once you're like at like this level, this level 9 mark, this is a more realistic point where like you actually want to fight her. Um, where is it now? At this point, you're getting around at 50. You have 58. How much MR do you get per E? Let's see.
I think here you get 4. It's incremental, so it's like 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah, let's see if that's 4. 4 would be pretty nice. 3. It's 3. So right now it's like 3. It's
Oh,
probably,
3.
yeah, it's 3. So yeah, that means what three E's would be like 9. Let's round up to 10,
Okay,
and
so
then
it's probably 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, or something like
yeah,
that.
that's why I say that's it's League has a lot of weird numbers. So right now it would take 3 E's would be 10, and right now at level 8 you're missing. We'll do the math on that. It is 8 times 0.7, which is around it's 5.6. So you're missing, let's say you're missing 6 MR. So now it takes just 2. So now you're missing 6 MR from that, and you're missing, so it takes 2 to get to 6. So 2 E's is pretty fucking easy to get at as a grave. So I think we'll agree on that, right? Like maybe like 4 to 5 to 6, that's kind of hard to stack, but at 2 is you kind of spawn into fights with 2, E auto E, or sorry, E auto auto E. So yeah, I think early game it definitely hurt Graves more, but I think when you get to mid late, or not even we're not even mid game yet. Once you get to like 15-minute mark, it's so much better for us to now. It's not even it's so nice for us now. But again, nothing changed because we never even looked to fight her early. But that was just to make you. That wasn't like this isn't like to prove you wrong. This is like to give you confidence because I think that you play overly safe. So I want to give you any excuse to play more confident because this fight at blue buff showed me that when you are confident and you feel strong, you do play fights well. And the same thing with this fight on mid wave where you just eat into them. Um, but I think I want to see this like more and more aggressive and more often. And obviously, when you're fucking 0-4, don't be eating in, right? But when I'm not saying just always play like a fucking psycho. I just think that my definition of a big lead on Graves is 3-0, 4-0, up one level, up one item. Your definition is up 4 levels, up 3 items. And I think you could tone it down a bit when it comes to that and gain more confidence. So by once you're like level, 10 minutes in the game, 15 minutes in the game, realize your E is now giving you way more MR than you used to miss. And against AP champs, you could gain confidence in that way, in that regard. Um, did you have any? That's all points I had for this VOD. Did you have any questions or anything in this game that I didn't go over that you want to talk about, or anything I talked about that you want to talk about again that you disagree with?
No, no.
Okay. I think again, sadly, I don't know. I guess, bro, sometimes I think you should get coaching from me just to win every game. Because so far we're 3-0 with coaching, where every game I'm here, your games are just stomps in a good way. So I'm excited for the future coaching that's a loss. Because maybe hopefully then we'll have more to go over. But I would say in the last two
Yeah,
games,
this
the games
one
are
was
the
probably
games
the
are.
most severe.
Yeah, I
This
think.
one I stomped even harder than the last two.
Yeah, but it's different. In the last two, you won because your teammates were all fed. This one, you won because you got fed. Um, it's a different type of winning. Because in the other games, you won, but they were like, they were you were not 13-0 getting quadra kills. I think it was like you're like a 6-0 Samira or some shit. In this game, none of your teammates really got fed. Your teammates weren't weak, but if we press tab here, I assume you press tab when you base here. Let's,
Do I
that's
not
one.
press tab?
That's one thing. You
I
don't press
usually
tab
press
very
tab.
often. We'll see. I mean, I won't skip. Sometimes when I skip forward, it's hard to see, but I'll just play on normal speed and we'll see how long it takes you to press. Because I'm pretty sure your teammates were not that strong this game. Most of the lead was from you. But in the previous two games, your teammates were just fed. So this was definitely a different one from before.
I
I'm
could have
I'm
positioned
playing this until
Rico
I
not
see tab.
high.
I'm not skipping through. I don't want to miss it. Let's see how long it takes.
Oh, I'm not pressing tab here.
Okay.
There's no way. I mean, there's no. Like I press tab to see like when I'm checking items or something, but like I'm not really interested in people's items at this moment.
Uh-huh. Well,
Like she's dead.
that's a new thing. That's okay. Well, I disagree. That's one thing that you can add to pressing tab because okay? We agree this dragon's guaranteed, right? Because we obviously
Right.
we see Volley, we see Yasuo, we see Nami, Diana's dead, so there's no way you're gonna lose this dragon, and it doesn't take much effort. It's like killing a camp like Raptors or Red. It doesn't take much effort. You just auto it, spam E the second it's up, spam Q the second it's up. So if anything, this is actually a perfect time to press tab to collect information. I want to know what lanes are winning, what lanes are losing. Is top losing? Is bot winning? By how much? Is he like barely losing? Is he losing a lot? Because knowing what lanes are strong or weak is really important for a jungler. It knows, well, who do I play for. If I press tab right now in my
Right.
top 0-3, okay, fuck this Herald. I'm not fighting Herald. I'll clear down, keep playing for bot. So if anything, I'd say this is like, since you're not like really doing anything, this is like a perfect time to collect information.
Yeah, but like I knew that like bot lane's even, mid lane doesn't have prio, but she's okay. She can like
Oh, here
pick
we go.
for fight.
Finally.
Oh, I pressed it.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
here
there
it
we
is.
go. I didn't even expect. Look, the
Here.
problem is, you know how the human brain works, right? Like it just makes excuses for like whatever we do. So like it's impossible for me to tell you.
Yeah, it's all good. Um,
You know what I mean? Like that time I said Yasuo was alive and he wasn't really alive.
or
It's the same shit.
Diana was, or you did blue because Diana was low, but then you never saw her HP, so you just assumed,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
just guessed she was low.
but I was definitely looking for her, but I just didn't
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just didn't
yeah.
know that
That's
you
all
know
good.
like I had an instinct that she was low. Maybe she wasn't low. I didn't know she was that low. I thought
Mm,
that she was maybe full HP, but it didn't matter. Like she walks into me, she dies.
yeah, because it does matter. Because like if you look at these lanes, like it's pretty complicated actually. Because you said your bot was even, but right now your bot's actually winning because KDA doesn't matter, levels don't matter. The only thing that matters is items and levels. So they're both level 9. He's actually down 10 CS, but he actually, because this guy rushed tier 2 boots and he didn't, AD is actually up a level. So he said bot was even. Right now, bot lane's currently winning until this guy finishes his item. Bot lane's winning. Mid is actually, even though he's 103, he's 1-3, and Yasuo looks, Zoe's looks more fancy. Because of the CS, they're actually around. They're both components. The only thing that matters is when people like complete
But that's what I
items.
said. She just doesn't have prio, but she can still fight.
Yeah, she can still fight. I don't think she wins the fight, but she can fight. She's not useless and she's not weak. Jungle is obviously more obvious. When you look at jungle, you're 5-0 and you think you're really fucking strong, and you are. But if you look at it right now objectively, you guys are around. You're not that. You're ahead, but not like crazy margin. You're both at the same level. Um,
Yeah, but
one item, one
I'm probably
item.
at least a whole item ahead.
You're a full component ahead. You're a full tunneler ahead. Yes, because right
No,
now,
but I have gold in my pocket, right? Oh no, not that
700.
much.
Yeah, you're up a component, which is a tunneler. Um, jungle's winning, but not by some crazy. I even see that's why tab matters because even before you press tab, I thought you were winning jungle by a lot. I thought you're up like a whole level and like 2 components or something. So this
No, I
shows like
didn't get to get. I mean, she clears faster than me, right? She started at Raptors. She's been full clearing on repeat. I
you're
wasted 30 seconds in the top side river, so like
you're up a camp
it's
hunter and
very low
5 kills.
even.
If anything, it's like weird because you're actually up a camp. So you're up because you have three, you have two, she has three. So you're up one camp and you're obviously up 3 kills. So the fact that you're actually not up a level is surprising to me. Maybe she probably just got kills when she was lower XP because obviously when you are higher XP killing people that are lower, you're getting less, and when people are lower killing people that are higher, they get more, right? So that's probably where her XP comes from. Um, or she was just
Yeah, but
soaking a
I'm
lot
just
of.
thinking like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, she must have soaked like some lane XP
Yeah, some
somewhere.
random
That's
shit, you
what
know. My and then top is they're the exact same. They're both the exact same CS. They have the exact same components, both tier 2 boots with some shit components. So top's completely even, mid's even.
I say.
80,
I
80
think
carry's
Shin's a
winning.
little bit stronger, right?
Who?
I think Shin is stronger.
Uh,
Probably has more gold spent.
he just spent his money. He just died, so he just spent. Yeah, this guy probably has more money bases.
Okay.
But it's funny because I have tier 2 to tier 2s. Warner's Mill's 1,000, 800, um, 22, 26. So that's 2,600 golden items. This guy has 1,200, 900. That's 21,
21
800.
plus
That's
800,
29,
29
and then
plus Adorn is 400, right?
no, I
Or
didn't
is it?
count these shields, so we're not counting these shields. So
Oh, you didn't.
if
Okay.
anything, it's actually 300 gold apart. It's pretty identical.
Oh, that's pretty even. Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, Mercs are cost more than Ionians, but I'm just gonna say tier 2s to tier 2s. Um, so yeah, top's pretty even. Mid's even. Your AD carry is your only winning lane right now. So that's actually why I think this VOD's way better than the other two at least. Because the other two you just had like a 5-0 mid and a 5-0 AD carry. Here, all your teammates are even. No one's hard winning, really,
Yeah,
besides
but
you.
this is
So it's like a
to
solo queue.
me,
Mm-hmm.
these types of games are preferable to like the doomsday scenario,
Oh,
which
of
are
course.
most of my losses are like
Well,
the
well,
doomsday.
for you obviously, but for Coach POV, I want to see what can you do in those doomsdays because we say them there's doomsdays, which sounds like they're unwinnable, but 90% of the time they are winnable. It's just harder to see because it's the games are so messy and so many mistakes from teammates and blah 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 blah. You know. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. So. Sorry, any questions or anything about this game you want to talk about, or anything, just any league questions at all? Maybe not in this game, but stuff that has come up that you want to talk about.
No, no, I mean that's is pretty much it. I'm playing too safe still.
Yeah, I mean, that's again my opinion. I think, but besides the playing too safe stuff, again, new goals are W usage, camera control in fights, camera control also just in talking about like laners and looking at laners more. One top example, the mid example, and I think there's a third example, but I forgot it. But okay, sounds good. Um,
All right, see you next week.
yeah, yeah. Whenever, just
Oh
message me
wait,
whatever.
next week is like Christmas, huh?
Yeah, next week's Christmas, so maybe probably after the holidays, or maybe in the zone of like maybe the 25th to the 31st before New Year's. I might have like a bubble of free time. So maybe it still will be like
Oh,
next.
cool. We should do like a boot camp then, because I'll be off of work in between New Year's and Christmas.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, just message me and I'm available. I'll message you back. I'm pretty responsive, and we'll figure it out.
All right,
All right,
talk to you
sounds
later.
good. Peace, peace.